Hello and welcome to the Boost Over Ball podcast, your go-to source for all things Rocket League, with your hosts, K-Cube, Quilly, and Red. So lean forward, lock in, and get ready to go Boost Over Ball.
I know who the match takes. I need answers. I'm stressed.
We all need answers.
Speaking of the Michigan,
the people that can hear us now, right? But you were about to say the Michigan head coach is gone.
Yes, sir. Shout out Dusty Man. Shout out Dusty Man.
Get him out of here.
Dude, I really did not expect that to be the signing. Like, I know they were in. They're all in on the Duke head coach, and he said I think they actually offered him the contract, and he said no.
So let me rephrase. I went to Purdue. I have a Purdue thing right here. I meant get him out of here as in get him out of the Big Ten. I'm very happy for him that he found a head coaching job, and I'm even happier that he's not at Michigan anymore. He's a very good coach, and that's why I don't want him there anymore.
Yeah. He just shows up and brings a winning culture, so we're going to see what he could do on the NBA level, because obviously it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, it certainly is. But
so excited now.
Yeah, it's not being a Michigan fan. It's difficult living where I live if they're good. So for people who live in Michigan and know, we call them Walmart Wolverines. The people who did not go to Michigan or Michigan State or any of the schools local around here and have picked one, so they are super rabid for a school that they did not go to. So love that.
Yeah, love that. So good.
But Quilly, you said you can't wait for the draft to start. What draft are you talking about for the people that don't know?
We got the NBA draft going on currently as we speak. It hasn't just yet started, but the show has started. They're doing all the glitz, the glam, showing off all the players, and doing all the stuff to waste time and get all their adverts in as much as possible. So we are waiting the actual draft starting, but we got Oof, the resident Atlanta fan. We got me, the resident Mavericks fan. K-Cube, the resident Pistons fan. I'm assuming by proxy.
Yeah, probably. I don't watch a ton of NBA, but here we are. But
so yeah,
the people can't ever say that you don't love them, that you're here during the draft.
Yeah. So. After the Luka trade, I'm here. Still.
I feel that.
But no, the NBA is on a whirlwind, especially after the Giannis trade last night. A crazy trade. The Heat took a big swing, traded literally half the roster. I think they have 7 people on their roster now after the trade. They went from 12 to 7. So they're down bad on people. I do think the Bucks were kind of crazy not to take the Jaylen Brown thing, but devil's advocate, I do understand it because they were worried about Jaylen Brown not wanting to be in Milwaukee long term. So if they traded Giannis straight up for Jaylen Brown and 1 year in, he goes, get me out of here. I mean, you're in one big of a hole, regardless of having the first round pick. So I mean, I guess there. But...
Didn't they go after Thanasis too?
Who?
The Heat.
No one wants Thanasis. Thanasis is only in the league because of his last name.
That's what I'm saying. Giannis wants Thanasis.
Oh yeah, he's probably going to get cut from the Bucks. No one wants Thanasis on the team. I think Bobby Portis got thrown in. Into the trade.
Yeah, it's Giannis and Bobby Portis for Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jamie Jesquez, Kasparis, unprotected first in 2031 and 2033. Those aren't real years. And then the 13th pick this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
and
it's still technically the Heat's pick until July 6th.
Yeah. And then a 2030 first round pick swap and a 2033 second round pick. Holy cow.
3 firsts, a swap, and a second.
Yeah.
On top of all that stuff.
Hey.
Yeah. I think Tyler Hero is also expected to be traded. They're not looking to keep Tyler Hero, which is... I'm pretty sure he's from Milwaukee.
He is from Milwaukee, but he decommitted from Wisconsin to go somewhere else. So every time he comes back, they just chant F Tyler Hero, because here we are.
Nice.
But I've heard the Pistons are sniffing around Tyler Hero. I'm not sure to what extent that means or anything like that, but that's what I've heard.
Yeah, that Piston is the one team I heard about him being linked to. Obviously, us reporters, we know ball. We got insights.
Speaking of ball knowledge, to listeners new and old, hello and welcome back to the Boost Over Ball podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kyle, K-Cube in the top left. In the top right, we have Quilly, and in the bottom, we have Oof making his reappearance. Red is having PC issues yet again. But
we have the good thing we now have a residential sub that we can rely on now. In the past, it was literally just all right. We're either going to 2-man or 1-man this. So now we have a ball knower to be a residential sub now.
We might also we were talking in the Discord about a potential game, like for Quilly's for Quilly's for the weekly Quilly question. But now that I'm thinking about it, it might be a good idea to go on that next week when Red's back, so we can do the 4 of us. Just even more chaos. I feel like that'd be fun. And also, then it means Quilly doesn't have to work on it right now. He can partially concentrate on the draft.
Yeah, as soon as Red said his PC blew up, I was like, all right. This is a next week problem now because there's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we don't have to fill too much time because we have the 1v1 circuit. So for Sam, APAC, and EU, they've all crowned champions, and we now know 2 of the 4 players headed to Dallas for the World Championships in 1v1. And then in OCE, SSA, MENA, and North America, we know our top 16 players that will be competing to win their respective region championships. So we'll give our thoughts, our insight before going into our predictions for MENA and for NA, all before ending with our Quilly question and our Quilly movie club. So are you guys ready to get started?
Of course.
Hell
yes.
yeah.
I do have bad news. The whole point of me trying to create the game, I didn't have time to go see Toy Story 5.
That's fine.
Friday I had work, and then I had to go pick up someone from the airport, and then Saturday I worked, and then went to a music festival, and then Sunday I worked, and then had Father's Day to celebrate. So unfortunately, Toy Story 5 will be next week. Or I think I'm also seeing Supergirl this week, so maybe both.
Fair. But all good either way. We can always move the Quilly movie review. Not a big deal. But with that, let's jump into Sam. So we did not talk about the players that had made top 16, so we'll jump straight into the players making top 8. And through the upper bracket, that was Wisty, Swift, KV1, and Lost. And through the lower bracket, we have Royals, Yan, Bems, and Suko. So kind of some notable things sticking out as Yan loses to Wisty, one of our grand finalists in the bracket stage, and through the and then into the top 4, we have KV1 who takes down Yan in 6. We have Swift that loses to Wisty in 6, and then in the grand finals we have KV1 taking down Wisty in 7. So Yan losing to both grand finalists in his quest to try and be your Sam 1v1 representative, but it is KV1. So kind of first thoughts for me on that one is it's a little bit exciting that KV1 can rescue a Worlds trip from this season. It's been quite the fall from grace for KV1, going from Furia to Secret to not to BS Plus competition to not BS Plus competition anymore. So good for him to get that, the confidence boost to come back from that. But man, it's been or he's still on BS Plus competition, but they didn't make Worlds from Sam. So an interesting season for KV1 ends in a Worlds trip in 1v1.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see KV1 on the world stage. Obviously, being a part of he's actually the one player that just kept hopping around team to team to team. So for him to find his way still to the world stage is pretty cool. So this is the good part about the 1s and 2s things that it aspect that it brings is that we can get more faces, more names, more chances for people. Obviously, we know in EU and NA that didn't happen exactly, but it gives the opportunity, as we're seeing with Sam.
Fair.
Yeah, I think like everybody else is saying, it's positive to see another team other than Furia or Team Secret, someone on Team Secret in the grand final, and someone like KV1 securing their spot. Who wasn't he on the Team Secret team that popped off in Raleigh?
Yes.
Wasn't he on that team? Yeah. And they KV1 is one of my favorite Sam players. And I think that region recently, I think we've all know this, it's gone downhill like a lot. The level of play is not as much. Furia with the latest performance actually making it to what was it, top 8 or top 12?
Top 8.
I couldn't top 8. So but again, getting stopped by, of course, the third best region. We must must clarify that every time, of course. So I think they still got a lot of work to do. I think we need to see another good Furia performance before we say, hey, Sam might be contender again. But it's good to see KV1 back.
It certainly is. But we now know, as I mentioned before, that KV1 will be representing Sam in a 1v1 tournament, and they will play Mina. So we will talk about who we think that might be here shortly, but for people who know ball, who follow ball, the list is not incredibly long. However, it's there's not much of a drop off in terms of representation there. So congratulations to KV1. You get a trip to Dallas, but similar to NA showing up to play Zatao, thank you. Here's your 4 games. Come again.
Yeah, for sure.
But moving across the regions here and moving over into APAC, we have players making the top 8 through the upper bracket in groups, and that's Maxiu, Risk, Tinny, and Sphinx. And through the lower bracket, we have Furlash, Cash, J-Box, and Nye. Moving into the top 4, we have Risk taking down Maxiu in 7, and we have Sphinx taking down Tinny in 5. And then in the grand finals, Sphinx takes down Risk 4-0. So before we talk about it, I think that it's important to mention, first and foremost, big win for APAC. It's an APAC actual player that is able to take the championship here. Sphinx dropped a total of 2 games from Swiss through playoffs. He dropped 1 to Tinny and 1 to Risk. Sphinx. Go ahead.
If Zatao did that, their average would go down.
Yeah. But even Nas lost more games than that in the grand finals. So just saying. But talk about a bet. Talk about having somebody's number. Sphinx went 11-1 against Risk in this event. He swept him twice in 2 best of 7s, and then 1 in a best of 5. He tweeted APAC 1v1 RLCS champion 4-0 at Risk in grands. Don't play with me in my own region. Risk notably being a Polish player.
Yeah, I was following this a little bit. I woke up when the grand final was happening.
He woke up and chose violence,
and
man.
Goodness. I mean, when I tell you these matches were not close, that this man Risk did not stand a chance at all. Sphinx was just simply on one. And it got to a point at the end of the game that Sphinx was just trying stuff off the wall. Just random things. Just, I'm going to go for a sidewall. No one. And Risk was pretty much letting it in if it was a good shot. It was getting to that point. So I think after 9 goals in the last game, he forfeited. So.
Yeah, it was not pretty for Risk in any of the series that he played against him. I mean, very a couple of 1-goal games, but realistically, just Sphinx won 10-0 in game 4. It's not
correction, 10 goals.
Yeah, he's just he's freestyling on him at the end there. So glad to see that a true APAC player won the APAC 1v1 event. But Cooley, did you have any thoughts on that?
No, congrats to Sphinx, the most mechanical player in APAC. How does Risk get to play in APAC? Is it just you can enter wherever for ones?
I think so. So he plays in
Or
Asia.
is he just
No, he's Singaporean. I'm sorry. He's from Singapore.
Risk?
Yeah, Risk is from Singapore.
All right. I was gonna say, I feel like that just open up to the same problem we are having with SSA. If you could just go farm regions, but also all the regions you only get to win. Not all. I'm assuming it's working the same as twos, where only 4 regions are playing at Worlds. So maybe it's more just go get the prize and actually get the glory of going to Worlds on behalf.
Right. Yeah. They don't actually go. They're not going. Sphinx is not going to Worlds. It's just a congrats. You're the 1v1 champion of your region.
Good job, buddy.
What's the prize pool again?
$20.
$20. It's a little higher than that.
The prize pool for APAC is $2,200.
Is that the first place? Or that's the total pool?
That's first place.
Okay. Oh, it's 10,000. Okay.
$10,700 total.
They're going to say it was like the total pool. I was about to say, oh my god, I was not that far off.
Yippee! He made a paycheck.
It's not amazing. It's really not amazing.
Again, it's not. It's just one. It's just a 1v1. They have so many, and I guess it's not the person going to World, so it's not as important to them, I guess, to give that much money. But obviously, you'd hope for more money for these players. There's only one winner.
In fairness, that is a lot of money for a 1v1 tournament. It is. And two grand is, compared to what we've had in the past, it's pretty decent.
Chronic showed up to Paris, made 45x that.
He did do that. He really did do that. That's crazy.
I still can't get over that number. I think about that constantly, that they each got 93,000.
Yeah, that's insane.
I think they definitely need to move that prize pool. Just move it over to the thing and make it a set amount. They can't be making more than or almost more than the grand finalist winners. That seems a little.
It seems like a lot.
Like you can farm. Yeah, it seems like you could just farm it.
Yeah.
So I just don't want it to turn into, oh, we got lucky and are playing against lower tier teams in Worlds, so we're just going to stat farm as much as we can so we can get extra cash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough. But speaking of tough, that was the grand final in EU. Our players making the top 8 through the upper bracket. We have the EU 1v1 former king himself, Moxie. We have Zen, we have Rebmob, and Osaft, German player. And through the lower bracket, we have Nas, Tempo, Mozzarella, and Raziers. So interesting to me, at least, that we see 2 German players making the top 8 here. Moving into our top 4, we have Nas taking down Osaft 4-2, and we have Zen beating Moxie 4-1. I didn't like Zen's kind of been on his demon arc, but I can't quite say that I expected a 4-1 from him on Moxie. And then moving into our grand finals, we have Nas taking down Zen 4-3. Nas went up 3 games to 1, and Zen battled back to get a game 7, but ultimately came up just short and was not able to complete the almost reverse sweep, as Nas is your EU 1v1 champion. Is Nas one of the fastest rising stocks in RLCS history? I mean, this man kind of came out of nowhere, didn't even have a PC, won a Sunless video, won a major, won a 1v1, absolutely insane. Cooley, what are your thoughts on the 1v1 for EU?
Yeah, this one I actually watched every game except for the last one, or at least listened to all of them. Again, working, so doing what I can. It's with a girlfriend, so I can only pay attention so much before she starts getting mad at me that I'm staring at Rocket League over her. But ball's life. But no, this series was a back and forth. Some of them were blowouts. like the 11-goal game. We actually saw a timeout used in this one. 2 timeouts, actually. And I feel like timeouts were very rarely used throughout the entirety of 1s and 2s bracket, which was very odd to me. I don't know why everyone seems so against timeouts. But yeah, it was a great series going into Champions Field. I was really hoping for a classic, but Nas just dominated. It again, if with the same as last year, if we had a drinking game for you take a shot for every single time there's an air dribble bump, you're gonna need your stomach pumped. That is the most cheese and unfair thing, and it's just kickoff goal or air dribble bump. That's like 90% of the goals. So I don't know if that's just going to be what it is, if they're going to keep rocking with it, because I don't know if it's the most entertaining. But there was like, I think out of like the entire tournament, the Zen OSAF series was probably the most interesting. Up until maybe grand finals, you can maybe argue that, but yeah, no, like Nas and Zen were just duking it out and just going off on each other. Pause.
They're throwing haymakers.
Yeah, it was quite the spectacle. But yeah, Nas being, I feel like it's pretty cool to have Nas, because I think if Zen was running 1s, 2s, and 3s all at Worlds, he made a tweet this weekend about being like so burnt out after the OSAF loss. He's like, I'm just so burnt out, because he went literally from Paris to the next week directly playing into the 2v2s to the next week directly playing into the 1v1s. So this man has been nonstop, probably grinding 8 hours a day of Rocket League every day. So it's understandable if he's feeling a little bit burnt out, a little bit tired, probably exhausted. It's probably so mentally draining, especially to end it all off with 1s, which is by far the most mentally infuriating game mode. Hopefully Zen is taking this time to rest and like enjoy some time off, probably playing Rust or something with a Tau. But anything but Rocket League.
He's playing with Beast Mode and Daniel. What do you mean?
It's true.
Well, I was going to say that's why I'm not surprised by like some notable misses that like didn't go for 1v1 or didn't go for 2v2. Someone will talk about it here in a minute with Mina, but I understand why, because you're going and playing all these competitions, and then you have, I mean, yes, you still have what, a month break.
No, but I mean, for some of them, but we also have have EWC LCQ, we have Worlds LCQ, we have Nations League, we have, there's a lot of tournaments still left to go, and for players, why would they try to, go deep in a competition that they don't think that they can win?
Yeah, all of K-Corp dropped out of the 1v1 tournament altogether. They all dropped out and said, we're just going to focus on 3s. We don't want to take away any of our focus at all.
3s and 2s.
We are coming. Well, they're not in 2s anymore.
A Tau is.
Oh, a Tau is. I mean, I think for that reason, they all dropped out of it, so they're not like focused on too many different things. It's getting a lot for him. I mean, Nas on the 1 stage, if he's going to be emoting like he was in Boston, I think it's going to be great content. He's going to be scoring goals, air dribble bombs, standing up, doing his tongue thing. Pause again, and just hyping up the crowd.
But I mean, it is interesting too, and I was kind of looking forward to it, but it looks like we're gonna miss out on someone trying to do the trifecta.
What do you mean?
There's one more. There's two more.
Zach and Reveal are still fighting in 1s.
And Rawas can do it in Mina.
Let me rephrase that. Of the people that have been confirmed in the regions that have completed their stuff, there's no one that can compete for the trifecta.
There you go.
Does SSG have a chance against No Mischief Fate? No. But the option is still technically there.
Yeah. Same here. Same with this region. Hey, at least we have that slight bit more of a chance to
the SSG chance of winning 2s is it starts with a 0. The percent chance, in my opinion, starts with a 0.
Yeah.
Let me dream.
It maybe also ends with a 0 too.
But
I might also just be 0.
Yeah,
Might be.
Let me be hopeful.
All right,
Let me
Quilly.
look.
I would throw a solid 1% at me. 1%.
What if they just upset him? What if they just get in Zen's head and
They
upset him?
really could. Hey, I'm just saying. The last time that we played Zen in a 2v2, the way we won was faking out Zen and Alpha in the corner of, I think it was game 6 of EWC, of Gamers 8. That was one of the most beautiful setup plays that I've ever seen the Falcons do. And I remember all the memes posting about it, especially from like the Falcons organization, because this isn't the only rivalry between Falcons and Vitality that's in esports. They hate each other in CS, in League, or not in League, in what is it called? Dota. They just don't like each other at all. So
This hate stems generations of games.
Mm-hmm.
We will see. We will see. That's all I have to
We
say
can
about
cope.
that.
We can cope, Kyle. We can cope, Quilly.
We can pray, dude. We're just gonna watch a Zen slaughter on live stage.
Yeah.
You said it, I didn't. But yeah, I mean, it's certainly going to be interesting to see what happens with that. But enough about the regions that have finished yet. Let's talk about the regions that still have yet to play. Starting out with OCE, and the players making the top 16 through Group A are Lucifer, Gus, Caleb, Shores, Prompt, Apples on Anxiety. That's a callback to before we started recording. That's what I was talking about. Physical and Sebi. Apples on Anxiety is an American living in Australia, so
nice.
Shout out. And from Group B, we have Hunter, Laxon, Torsas, Banana Head, Interlude 19, Super Lucky, Yuxi, and Kuiper. I would like to note that notable people that did play but missed out would be Amphis, Kaka, and then, not necessarily surprised that he didn't make it, but like it's a big name that people might know, and that being Evample. So I don't think Fiber played. I did not see any of the Gus and Super Lucky played from Power, but that's it. You see Torsas from Wildcard, but that's it. All of CB Bulldogs went, but you didn't see anybody else. Banana Head too, sorry. But, for the most part, the people that you would expect and some names that you've heard before but haven't really seen in OCE just because it's generally so dominated by the same teams every time. But anything that sticks out to you, either of you, about the teams or about the players that have made a top 16 here?
I mean, not really. Like, Hunter is a player I probably see winning this, to be honest with you.
You think so?
He's been farming ones for years and years. Hey, that's kind of how he got his spot there in OCE. So I would not be surprised to see him kind of just walk through this. But also, you got the people from Wildcard and people like Gus and stuff like that. So like it's kind of, who knows.
Where's our boy Fiber at?
I don't think he competed.
Really?
I don't think he competed because he didn't even make top 64. And like I feel like there's no way that he wouldn't make top 64 if he was competing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Fair.
Moving along, SSA. Our players making the top 16 from Group A, we have Guns to Die For, Elakim, Joel, Ditas, Galaxy, Zany, Jeff, Tweaks. And from Group B, we have Snowy, Sweaty, Ravi, Declean, Devour, Jerome Moment, Cams, and Tornadoes 2000. So I think you're right in terms of where you can play in your regional because there are no Spanish players in the top 16 in SSA. So maybe they wanted to play in EU. The prize pool for the winning team in SSA was $2,200 for a grand total prize pool of $10,700, the same as APAC. But yeah, no imports in the 1v1 circuit is the word I was trying to say. Other than Joel Ditas, who's it looks like is English, but I don't. Okay, well, I wanted to know what United Kingdom, yeah, but I would have to imagine that he lives there. But good to see Guns Snowy to die for, kind of up at the top of the and Sweaty up at the top of the group series. Those are the four best, generally considered the four best SSA players. You know, because it's two and a Spaniard is the is the secret sauce right now so far in SSA.
Yeah,
it's their dribble bump of SSA.
Yeah,
it's dribble bump of doom.
Their dribble cringe. But moving on, and I'm sure that there's going to be quite a bit to talk about here. As one of the players that can be competing for the trifecta, and that is in Mina. So our players making the top 16 through Group A are Nupo, FBI, Ops, Nush, Dark, Willie, Bang, and KJJ. And through Group B, we have Rawas, Killers, Rada, Fahad, 506, Warden, Trook, TRK, and Tiger. Some notable misses being Dr. Known and Muhammad. Oof, what are your thoughts on the players that have made their way through, and some notable players sitting out on the 1v1 competition here in Mina?
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on that first. Some of the players that are sitting out include. Okay, I know Monkey Moon is from France, but right now he's playing in Mina, so technically he would play in Mina, right? He's not playing. It's not really a ones player.
Abdallah?
Not really known. Abdallah did not decide to play. I think it was just because of he wanted to grind more and just focus on the game itself. It's not really like he missed the tournament or anything like that. It's just he wanted to focus on his own stuff like that. But Drawley didn't play. But that one I was not surprised by. After he lost in 2v2, I did not think he was going to play in 1v1. I think he's burnt out. Be perfectly honest with you. He looks very burnt out of the game right now. Now, talking about the people who did make it, I don't know who's going to stop Rawas or Killers right now. Nobu looks good. Nobu looks good as usual, but
there isn't enough water in Saudi Arabia to stop them.
Rawas was putting up 25-point games in like the earlier games, not in these, in the the earlier Swiss stages. And I know it's against whoever, but 25 goals is kind of insane. The only misses I saw here was TRK was playing on heart attack mode for no reason. First of all, he in the group, the reason why he played Rawas first is because he apparently never checked in or checked out of the game at start.gg, so it forfeited him. So he had to play another game in the lower bracket, which put him directly in the line of Rawas in his first match, which he lost 3-1. And a couple other players were putting some hands on him. Muhammad, you can clearly see it's 5 games. And this player I've never heard of, Tibzu. I've never heard of this player before, but he's got some hands on him. He's not signed to a team at all. He's completely unsigned. I would not be surprised if someone like Rafa or if someone from R8 leaves, maybe R8 signs them.
Someone from R8 leaves? Why would someone from R8 leave?
No comment. No further comment on that on this time.
Oh yeah?
No further comments. I feel there's going to be another shakeup next year in Mina. That's what I'll leave it at.
Well, I mean, yeah, Monkey Moon's retiring. We talked about that.
With Monkey Moon retiring, right? Someone has to go
as
to
a
Twisted
3-time.
Minds.
As a 3-time.
Right. Of course. As a 3-time champ, yes. But it'll be interesting. Some of these players, I'll be interested to see how they do. Like, I know 1v1 favorite, Dark. It's good to see Dark in the 5th seed.
Dark question mark.
FBI, of course, Dark question mark. FBI, I love that. Love this man. He's very cocky. But he's also very. I think he's very good friends with Nobu. So they play together sometimes, and it's just funny to hear their back and forth, their banter between each other. So it'll be good. It'll be good competition. I do think that there's a clear 3 people that'll win this. It'll be either Ruas, Killers, or Nobu, and I'm really thinking either Ruas or Nobu. No offense, Killers, but
you think so?
Yeah, just Ruas is on that one kick again. You remember when he was the only person that could beat him was Zen in 1v1 because his defensive he's on that kick again. So
fair.
It'll be good to see him. Very excited. Yep. Back to the Rule 1, gents.
Rule 1 Ruas was a defensive demon that was no one was able to score.
12 saves in a game? 12 saves?
I think so.
That was all before breakfast.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it'll be very exciting to see.
Fair enough. But so then, I said that we would do it for MENA and we would do it for NA, just because these are regions that are more important for the World Championship, just because their champion will be headed to Worlds to play for a 1v1 championship. If you're picking your MENA representative right now, who are you picking? And why is it
Give me
Bang?
Ruas, man.
And why is it Bang?
Why is it Bang? You know what? Actually, give me Trook. Give me Trook in a full sweep. All right. He's coached by Senzo in the background, even though Senzo left Stallions, but don't worry about that.
I'm a big Fahad 506 guy, actually, so I don't know what to tell you.
Of course. But yeah, if I had to pick right now, I'd give it to Ruas. I think he's got a lot of momentum right now. He beat Nobu in Saudi E-League, which is a bigger deal over there than people think. And he beat him in the what's it called, in 2v2 when they played against each other. So I think he's trying to get that fire under him before Worlds.
That also might have been spiteful because he was playing with Drawley as his teammate, and Ross was just taking out all of his anger of having to play with Drawley.
Fair.
Call me a motherfucking lame.
It's like so weird. It's not even like he's playing bad. It's just like he's not playing with the team.
A grape.
Yeah, he's just a grape. He's just kind of there.
It's like when your team loses in a big game, and so you jump onto the video game and you play against you play as your team against the team that they lost to. It's like 100-0 or whatever. You're like,
it's in there. Let's just say I've done that a couple times.
Oh, me too. But Quilly, who do you think's coming out of MENA here for the 1v1?
I think it's gonna be Nobu, regardless of Ross's defensive prowess. I think again the air dribble bump, and that is Nobu's bread and butter. He lives and dies by it. There's no man with a better air dribble bump than Nobu himself. Moxie saw it firsthand on the biggest stage. Absolute beatdown. There was these constants. There was kickoff, air dribble bump, sip water, repeat. That was it. That was all you saw.
No, you mess it up. Air dribble bump, sip like 112 times from the same water bottle, then repeat.
Good.
Yeah, like what sip is he taking?
It was like
I gotta know. I gotta know, how much water are you getting?
I mean, he went through he went through like 4 or 5 water bottles. Like there was a water bottle counter like on Kep Stream.
Okay.
Except like the water bottles that they peeled the labels off of, because they no free product placement.
Of course. No, of
No
course
free
not.
ads. No free ads.
Why doesn't somebody?
no.
I think a water company should just sponsor RLCS,
My bad. Sponsored Malibu.
like Smart Water or whatever. Like that would be like so easy because then they'd have the branding right there because they like every
Does
time,
Twisted
especially
Minds
in
have a
ones.
water?
Bam.
I gotta check
They're great.
Twisted Mind sponsors.
I have
They
a better
might have
idea.
it.
The official water of
Ah.
Twisted Minds.
I have a better idea. How about we take the corner of a map and we put a milk sponsor there?
Ooh, what a good idea.
No way.
Oh,
No.
oh, actually, just make it a water ad. That way it could be translucent.
Oh,
Big brain.
big brain. But moving away from MENA and into our last region of the day, and that is North America. So our players making the top 16 through Group A are Wavy, Chronic, Zapatos, Diaz playing from Brazil, I believe, Zach, Wiz, Forky, and Cheese. And then from Group B, we have First Killer, Evo, Bora, 5-Up, Loxy, Nightya, AJ, and Season 5 Cosmic. So,
Yeah.
some interesting players that did not make it. Mech, Life, Kofer, LJ, Magic Bear, Eris, Frosty. I don't know if Atomic played. I don't know if Beast Mode played. Daniel did not. I know Daniel did not. I don't think any of the NRG guys played. Just because, you know, Sathy's not there. He's not making them play, so why would they?
From the looks of it, none of them registered.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Like Beast Mode had a prior engagement that he didn't want to bail out on, and Daniel just
Didn't want to.
who the fuck knows what Daniel's doing.
I feel like Daniel is such a mysterious person as a whole. He comes in, makes one of the greatest shots of all time in RLCS, and just goes somewhere without nobody knows. Maybe he's in the same place Aaron Rodgers is. Who knows?
On an ayahuasca trip.
Yeah, he's doing a darkness retreat. Darkness retreat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, did
Hanging out with
you see?
the Batman.
We talked about it last week, but Fear was tweeting about it. He said, "Breaking news: Daniel in the Daniel Hopium watch. Daniel queues 23 games of 1v1 and gets SSL on June 5th." And then he tweeted on June 16th, "It's official, comrades. Our watch has ended. Daniel did not register."
Yeah.
I
I
wonder
think these bracket will be interesting though.
I wonder if he decided from those games, he's like, yeah, this ain't worth it. Screw that.
Yeah, maybe.
That is a good question. I have no idea. Also, interesting to see Wiz here. Wiz is a Greek and U.S. national, so
Okay.
he
My bracket, I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea who he is. So I
he
think
started
won one
he
game.
started in SARP
Oh, okay.
somehow because he's 19. Interesting. But yeah, hasn't really played for any notable teams, but interesting. I saw the Greek flag and I was like, what Greek? That's interesting. But
Yeah.
so interesting also that all 3 Dignitas players make your top 16. 2 of your
I actually have them ranked pretty high. To be honest with you,
I think they are.
They look good. They look good, especially in that last open. I think that's those 3 are some young talent that'll be kind of probably leech off of Dignitas in the off season, but
This is
to
the way.
like a higher orc, but it is the way. You know, farm them down low and then bring them up. It's okay, but my region knows that too well, so you know.
Just well, who completed? No, Evo's off Dignitas because they brought Jack in.
is.
Yeah, they brought Jack
He
in
is. Yeah, you're right.
for LCQ at least. So who knows if that'll actually stick or not? But none. I don't.
Evo pretty good time.
Yeah, but also, I mean, First Killer looked to be in pretty good form heading into groups and into the playoff bracket, but First Killer can play all the hero ball he wants because it's 1v1, but can he get it done when it matters most? That's been the biggest knock on First Killer forever and always, and I don't see any reason that should stop until he can do it. but he's a great player. He came from the 1v1 scene, so certainly he should at least feel comfortable or at home, hopefully, in the 1v1 circuit. So, we'll be interested to see what happens. But Quilly, what do you think? Who are you looking at here as your favorites from NA 1v1?
If Diaz was playing on NA ping, I would pick him without a doubt. His mechs are crazy. He's obviously known as a one's main, and he is damn good at it. And the fact that he's doing all this on 100+ ping in both 2s and now 1s, as well as, I'm assuming he's not doing it in 3s. I'm assuming he comes back for 3s. SSG pays a lot of money for him to come back for 3s. But 2s and 1s, I'm assuming both of those he's doing on 100+ ping, and he is killing it. So if he had that NA ping, I think he would he'd be having quite an easy run for himself. But unfortunately, he's not. So it's a loose Diaz pick, a hopeful. Is bias talking? Maybe. But I'm going with Zach. We're getting a triple appearance from the kid.
Yeah, fair. I did a bracket earlier, and I pretty much rode this train this whole season, so this is not really a surprise. Got my goat Wavy, making the run, making the hard run.
He looks good.
And making it. He really does. When Wavy is on top of his game, he's almost unstoppable.
I mean, he 3-0'd Zach in Swiss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is just.
I wish they would
Zach.
show the I wish they would show the game scores, but they don't. So no way to view that yet. So I can't tell if it was like 3 1-goal games or 3 10-goal games. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Please, Diaz, come to U.S. soil, please.
Yeah, fair.
But
who do you have winning?
The Grape himself making a top 16, Quilly. How do you feel about the OG Grape being there?
Well, as long as you could just air, I didn't watch any of his games. I saved myself the Grape defense, but I think with obviously the competition wasn't too steep. There is a lot of notable misses, though. It is quite the laundry list of notable misses. Frosty going out as early as he did was kind of crazy. But yeah, Cheese, he's there.
I mean, his offense is fantastic, which thankfully in ones you just need to outscore the other guy.
Yeah, that's quite literally it. It's not as hard when there's only one guy you have to worry about as opposed to multiple. The rotations are a little bit more direct. So I think maybe that's where his inabilities or lack of ability gets a little bit mitigated. Ironically enough, as the only person on the field.
Yep. Yeah, that's fair. He's still great, though.
Still great. I watched that man just sit at midfield and just wait for a ball that's never coming while Justin and frickin' Chronic are fighting for their lives with frickin' Zen and Vitality, or either K-Corp just pounding the ball time after time, and he's just sitting there circling midfield going, someone hit me the ball! Someone hit me the ball, I'm ready!
Yeah.
It pissed me off so much. It pissed me off, dude. It pissed me off so hard.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My cortisol's rising as we speak.
Okay. So, Oof, you got Wavy. Quilly, you got Diaz. I think I'm gonna be lame and also pick Wavy. I think that's who I got here.
Yeah. Although if he doesn't jump on the bed, though, the match is not complete. You know
right, yeah. Although I'm going to say my dark horse is going to be Season 5 Cosmic.
Oh, yeah?
You are guy?
Well, I liked him when NRG, or when G2 picked him up for the crew battles at Gamers 8 for the 1v1.
Mm.
I think he's a good ones player. But I don't think I don't think he's, better than Wavy, but, certainly I think deserves the shout out a little bit.
Hey, doesn't matter if you're better. It just matters if you outscore them on the day.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
This is true.
You only got to be better than a guy once. Unless you see him again, then maybe twice.
True.
You know,
Hey
unless
guys,
your
by the way,
streak's turning into risk. You gotta be better than 3 times.
why are we letting Alpha Cap get top 64? This is what are we doing?
Alpha Cap's a Bubble Pro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
right.
bubble is Bubble Boy from SpongeBob. He popped.
I did notice a few like what's it called? CRL players in here. Like T Cornell placed somewhere in between 65th and 128. He's from Winthrop. He plays with that's Garrett's team.
With Garrett. Yeah. Interesting.
Was that Cam? Yeah, Cam also played.
Yeah.
Isn't Cam the one that everyone hates on Twitter?
What did he do? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know if that's actually the
For farming
player
going to
Cam,
farm
or
the
is it-
region.
Is it
Him
the
and
right
Lunar.
Cam?
Him and Lunar, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a Cam that everyone hates because they're just annoying and toxic.
It might
Right.
be.
Everyone collectively hates that one Cam.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But is there anything else that any of you want to talk about with RLCS 1v1, anything like that before we jump over to the Quilly question for this week?
That's about it.
Fair enough. Quilly, do you have a question ready?
Stretch the dilly dally and procrastinate myself to think of one.
This is fair.
Oh, can I give a CS:GO update?
Sure.
I've actually watched CS:GO
for Falcons
to kill time. Yes. There's a reason I'm wearing this jersey today because I Am Cologne happened over the weekend over in CS:GO, and Falcons made the run of a lifetime through the bracket, beating the 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, and 5 seed in the playoffs to win their first grand final.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. I think it's rated as one of the hardest runs to ever happen in a CS:GO major win. So, Nico, who hasn't been to a grand final in 3,000 days, finally gets his first. And Carnegie, the legend who's been in the game for 11 plus years, finally gets his second, I believe. So it was just really cool to see. I'm not even a huge CS:GO fan, but they also peaked in viewership all time at 2.7 million viewers. So
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So all around, it was very cool to see. Boo Furia, they made a Mickey bracket and got swept in the playoffs, or got swept in the grand final. So congratulations to them.
Fair enough.
All right. So you can use anyone all-time history, but if you had to form a team of 2 to take down No Miss Just Fake, no language barrier, anyone can be played in it. What 2 players do you think would have a chance at taking down No Miss Just Fake?
Give me Cookser and Turbo Plaza. All right, at their peak.
Interesting.
Huh?
You
think they're losing to a Dominus?
Okay. The OGs. Okay, listen. If they brung that same skill level, okay, to the modern day, they beat them. They do it.
Hey, I was gonna say Gibbs. I was gonna say Gibbs. Gibbs and the OG Devo.
All right. I have a way to expand it. What niche god tier characters like Dickie's Monkey Moon?
Okay.
Whatever our other ones.
Joyo in the Copper Box.
Yeah.
How about that?
Joyo in the Copper Box.
That's my pick.
Sour
wait.
Patch Kid Justin.
Braces, Justin.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Arsenal flu game Daniel.
Major Sunday Vatira.
Wilson with you. That's for dang sure.
But
That's why I said major.
Actually, part of my answer is going to be a lot. The player a lot.
The player a lot.
Yeah.
Player a lot. Yeah.
Some of those ceiling reads are absolutely disgusting. Like he's the grandfather of redirects.
Give me the man who popularized the move. Give me Squishy Muffins, teaming up with Garrett G. Season 8 Garrett G.
That's actually not bad. I don't know that they're beating Zen and Atao, but
no, God no. But
like it's conceivable that that's the best twos team that's ever been made.
What is Justin and Garrett?
No. Zen and Atao.
Oh,
you know what? I have one single contender that I completely forgot about. Give me Ahmad Khalid. Give me Ahmad Khalid.
That's a pretty good one.
That they actually might stand if they rung up to modern skill. Which, hey, by the way, Ahmad competed in 2v2 and 1v1. Man, I wish he would grind again. He still looks great. He still looks so good. You could tell there's rust, but he could still hit a triple flip reset off and hit it off the backboard on you, and it still looks beautiful.
I was gonna say the Rizzle Sizzle. Riz and Sizz.
So, and Khalid, believe it or not, he doesn't really play the game that much anymore. Like last year, he got GC2. Like he doesn't play the game at all. But he, it was good to see him kind of participate back into some MENA competitions again. So give me those two.
Yeah, I just don't like maybe the twins. That's what I got. Like there's not really a
Rule 1 twins.
Yeah.
Rule 1 twins.
You're telling me you're not taking first killer Daniel?
No.
No. Beast mode Daniel?
No.
What about Dan mode? Do you think Dan mode could beat him? The guys that couldn't even win a series up 2 goals with 4 seconds left. 5 seconds.
You know what? Actually, Daniel Zach.
Gonna go full defense and full offense?
Yes.
I like where your head's at. You know what? Give me first killer, Zach. As long as this series isn't on Sunday, it's easy.
Wait, you said language isn't an issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can go cross. You can do a Nobu and beast mode.
Nobu Vatira.
Nobu Daniel.
I was gonna say FK Vatira.
Oh no, Nobu Vatira is actually a good idea.
That is a good one too. Yeah.
Because Vatira can sit. Be honest, I'm sorry, Vatira. You're a good offensive player, but
you're not Nobu. You're not the air dribble. You're not the air dribble cringe himself.
May I present you Nobu?
What about a Nassen Nobu?
Ooh, prime Drawley and Nobu. Prime Drawley, not
Drawley for that one split.
Yep.
Drawley Worlds and first split of the next year, Drawley, and then end of list. That is the fall off.
Damn.
They did win EWC, right? Or did Falcons win it that year?
Yeah. No, they won. We haven't won
EWC. No, Falcons won the first one. No, they won. They won.
We won FIFA. Correct.
That's what it is. The Mavericks picking us in. I'm locking in.
Fair. But
yeah, we picked Kingston Flemons. I don't know who that is.
I think that's as good a place as any to wrap up for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Huge thank you to Alyssa B and all of our Patreon supporters for keeping the lights on. For those watching live on Twitch or listening later, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, help us level up. Want to join our community? Jump into Discord or follow us on socials on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok, LinkedIn. If you want to rep the show, come grab some gear from our merch store at boostoverball.com. Thank you for listening, and as always, remember to choose Boost over Ball. See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Boost Over Ball podcast. make sure to check out our website, boostoverball.com.